I recently set off on an overnight adventure camping trip to explore some beautiful hot springs in Arizona. The purpose of the adventure was to test out some new gear while also documenting the ride. Episode number 2 of this 4-part series is about getting to camp. We'll focus on my initial opinion of the Jetboil Flash as I test it out in action at camp. Today we're going to continue heading towards the hot springs, enjoying some of this beautiful scenery and these wildflowers that are just totally out of control. Today we're going to be kind of making our way towards camp, really, because the piece of equipment that we're testing out today is a Jetboil. So I'm hoping we're going to make dinner in a little bit. This is where the terrain really starts taking a nosedive. I just know from experience the last time I came out here, it gets pretty rough. My least favorite section is coming up. Let's see if I can't find a campsite in here. Whoops. Okay, there is one back here. Maybe we'll get lucky and there won't be anybody there. Oh, this is awesome. Wow. So yeah, usually when I get to camp, I like to scope things out a little bit. Check out my surroundings. Make sure I'm not putting myself in a dangerous situation tonight. Everything looks pretty good. I mean, I don't see any warning signs, so I think this will do. Look at this. Ah, this is like, I mean, look, my bike is right there, if you can see it, right there. I mean, I'm camping right on the other side of that. I get this creek right here to myself. Beautiful spot. That's perfect. Nothing beats that sound. Babbling brook. Listen to this. I can actually, I don't know if you can hear it on the microphone from where I'm camping, but I can hear this from where I'm camping. How awesome is that? I'm just curious what's over here before I commit. Give you a little backstory here. We're in Tonto National Forest right now. You are actually allowed to camp, but you should do it in designated areas. And there's a well-trampled area over there, so I'd rather, use the principle of leave no trace. I'm not going to make a new campsite. I'm going to use the one that's already established. Something to keep in mind if you guys are camping off the grid like this, BLM land, national forest, things like that. So I think it's open range out here, or it is open range. There's cattle all over here. You see big piles of dung, and you can see their tracks right here. I wonder if they'll bother me tonight. It's probably the animal I'm most likely to see. As opposed to anything else, really. I don't foresee any issues. Kind of looking for evidence of any other animals around. It's always a good idea when you have this much area to yourself without other people around, to just scope it out. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty excellent about this campsite. I think this is going to be really awesome. So I'm pretty glad I'm not camping near this. I just noticed this, so I'm gonna actually keep an eye out when I set up my tent. There's some fire ants around here that I definitely don't want my tent covered in the morning. These things can be pretty nasty. So I'm glad I found this. Now I realize that I have not actually told you which Jetboil we're talking about. It's the Jetboil Flash. They're coming in right around $100 US on Amazon. They boast a 100-second boil. It's got a 1 liter capacity, which is pretty awesome because that's enough for 2 camping meals. So if you're camping with a buddy or a significant other, this stove should definitely do the trick. Most dehydrated meals require 2 cups, which is about a half a liter. Comes with an insulating cozy. There are a few options. I opted for this one because I just thought it looked really cool. Another neat feature is this color changing heat indicator. In other words, when your water is hot enough, this turns orange and lets you know. This is going to help you save fuel. It also has this super convenient strain feature. Flux ring folds. Basically what that means is it's giving you a huge surface area, but shrinking it down by folding it up and coiling it. This gives you much better heat dispersion. Meaning your water heats up a lot quicker. That's how they get that 100-second boil time. This is like the same heat dispersion as a full-size pot, just in a much more compact size. It comes with a push-button igniter, fuel stabilizer, which is this little tripod thing here. One of the things that's neat about Jetboil stoves is that they allow 4 full turns of the control spindle for incremental adjustments of fuel flow. Meaning you have a range of light simmer all the way to a rolling boil. This also means that even when your fuel canister is running low, the flame will burn the same. Some of the other features I didn't mention is that this bottom part actually doubles as a bowl and a measuring cup. So that's pretty nifty. Again, up here is a strainer. That is definitely going to come in handy. You got a pour spout lid over here. And on the inside is the actual stove, the burner part. Neat feature with these is that if you go with the smaller fuel canister, it actually fits right inside. I didn't do that though. So first time use with this thing, it's like super easy to use. I didn't even read the instructions. So it was plug and play. You twist on the burner onto the bottom of this, turn the fuel on and ignite it. That was it. It was super easy. Performs as advertised. I'm really impressed. That was probably the fastest boil time of any stove I've had. Super convenient. This is gonna make roadside coffee so much easier. Not much else to say about it. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty basic. It's just a stove, but it's a really good stove. And I didn't think I was gonna like this feature. It's actually pretty cool. Maybe the novelty of it will wear off, but I thought it was a pretty neat feature. There was no guesswork on whether my water was hot. You know, sometimes you walk away from it and you kind of forget and you don't really think about it, and all of a sudden you got like a rolling boil for like 3 minutes and you're just like wasting fuel for no reason. Even if I walked away from this and just happened to glance over, that bright orange is gonna really catch my attention and be like, hey Tim, your water's hot, so turn the stove off. Stop wasting fuel. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat dinner, get a little fire going. That's about it for the stove. Actually, yeah, once they get the fire going, I'm gonna start recording the next video in this little mini series, which is going to be a review of my new sleeping bag, which I'm pretty excited about. I have actually used it several times already on smaller, shorter camping trips. Ones that I didn't film and they weren't working trips. They weren't YouTube trips. They were purely social and for fun. So I did get a chance to test it out. Spoiler alert, it's so awesome. I'm really happy with it. So we're going to talk about that a little bit in the next video. So make sure you check that out. It should be out within the next week or so. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. This was a good time. I enjoyed trying out this new stove. Yeah, that's about it. Beautiful night. Looking forward to enjoying this campsite. Maybe seeing some stars tonight. So I'm going to enjoy my dinner and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Oh yeah, been slipping on this one lately. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't already. That way you don't miss anything whenever I post something new about motorcycles, camping, travel, and adventure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. This stuff is so good.